but you wanna say hello.
Let's see.
There. When did you schedule it for? 9:30?
No, I just scheduled it for right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh my god. Hang on. Let
Why
me
is it not
share.
popping up?
I'm gonna share with everybody. I'm gonna tag you guys in like 2 seconds. Okay.
All right, it's fine. But...
2 seconds.
Oh no!
2 seconds.
All right, here we go, boys.
Don't go live yet.
Oh well, too late.
It's live.
It's live. All you gotta do is look at your screen, bro.
I was sending it out for everybody.
It's fine. We'll do our intro in a second.
YouTube.
It's fine. It's all Gucci gang.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Andy, we are moving to YouTube because YouTube is finally agreeing with me.
Guilty pleasure. That Gucci Gang song was fire when it first came out.
Gucci gang spent 10 racks on a new chain. My
Yes,
bad,
sir. That was hot.
I fuck a bitch. I forgot her name. Bro, I sang that to all my teachers in high school, bro. They all gave me detention.
Damn, were you in high school when that came out? Fuck.
Yeah, bro. Wait, what year did it come out in?
I think 2014.
Oh, yeah, dude. I was like
2015?
a sophomore.
Damn, I'm old, bro.
Gucci gang spent 10 racks on the chain. My bad, now doing cocaine. Yo, come join.
Did I get everybody?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you?
Can you relax?
No. Bro, you always coming at me. I just answered.
She went 1,000 with that shit.
Sorry.
That's hilarious.
Because I'm sorry.
Yo.
Oh, somebody in the hood.
Someone here?
Someone. Bro, why is Release the Schumacher cut trending? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Because he deserves it.
Stop.
Who else can I tag?
Say hello.
There is some redeemable features which I will be releasing at the time of fandom.
Honestly, it's not that bad. Who am I forgetting?
I'm gonna let that one slide.
2, 4, 6. Avengers Assemble.
Did you invite AJ? He said to add him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, tell him to check the fucking chat like everyone else.
Relax. Jesus.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Tell me when 100 and that.
Guys, come on, no fighting. Please.
Somebody is smoking so much weed right now. I can smell it in my house.
Who is
Must be you.
It ain't me. You know if it was me.
Big facts.
Nah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me send it to the.
That's the
GP.
only redeemable.
Can you speak?
Redeemable, yeah, that's the word. Redeemable
Wow.
facts about
Why didn't you send me the? Oh, I did it backwards. Ass backwards. Amazing. It's terrible.
dumb.
Oh shit.
All right.
Because I didn't get the picture to tag everybody. I'm mad.
Yo, Mandy, you want to know something funny? My chat actually works the first time around.
Damn.
We don't
Yikes.
speak of it. We don't speak of it. I don't leave. I'm getting bullied.
He put your business out there. Leo, you talking about me?
Well, it's deleted
Bro,
forever, so no one
AJ,
knows.
join through. I sent a link.
Perp, I gotta
brother.
say, bro.
Perp's
I gotta
here.
say,
Hi, Perp.
I
That's
absolutely
AJ. That's AJ. Don't say
love Doom Patrol, and you were the reason why I got back on that series. So thanks,
Who?
man. Perp minded. You homie. There was something recently, Perp, that we disagreed on. I was like, hold on, you not excited? Oh, the Black Suit Superman. Perp, you not excited?
Hi, Perp.
Perp, you not excited about Black Suit Superman, bro? You seem super underwhelmed, man. It looks awesome.
Add AJ. You have to add AJ, Ryan.
I did. It's in the chat. How else do you guys all join this? Bro, if it was not
You
in
have
the
to
chat.
add to the stream.
And somebody is smoking a fatty.
Ooh, buzz.
Oh my god.
Relax.
Bro, Amanda got some fans up in the chat. Okay.
Hey, Perp.
Yeah, Perp's the homie.
I actually like StreamYard. This is pretty cool.
Oh,
See?
StreamYard is
I'm always right.
the best.
Bro, Amanda, was I talking to you?
Relax. I'm being attacked.
I'm being attacked.
Put it in the chat.
How's about I help y'all?
Can we put a
It was
basic.
Amanda in the chat?
Perp, it was not basic, homie.
Relax.
Oh, me?
Nah, bro. If you saw
me?
Nah, bro. If you saw the photo that Henry Cavill posted, that shit is mad detailed.
He's gorgeous. Sorry.
Okay.
That's my
I get-
go-to.
Oh,
think-
fine, Perp. You're not here
I
for
think
me.
Amanda's got a. I think
Wait.
Amanda has someone that
What's
has a crush on him.
What's happening? Aw, thanks.
I see how it is, Perp. I see.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
He's like shooting the shit with Leo the whole time, but I'm really here for Amanda.
I feel so special. Thank you.
Here we go. AJ's finally here. Jesus Christ.
Hey.
Yo, so we got everybody
I've
here.
been hearing you, Ryan, and I've been waiting here for the past 20 minutes.
Bro, I've been telling you.
I've been
How else do you
waiting
think
here.
they all joined? I
Oh,
put it in
man.
the chat.
Wait, black and silver is not basic though, Perp. In that look, that is exactly what we wanted, man. I'm so hyped for that
I
black
just
and
believe
silver,
it's
man.
all black is what we wanted, but yeah.
Black and
Nah,
silver
man,
is not
that black and
basic.
silver looks
No,
so
that black
crispy.
and silver is like sexy.
That silver
Alright,
ass,
guys.
I'm like,
It's almost taken
It
us
looks
2
so good.
hours to get this working because YouTube.
That's your fault. That's your fault.
No, it's YouTube's
It's
fault.
your
Sorry that they
you
wanted
could just
to
given us a
extend it
set
next.
time, but you
Yeah,
know.
you just gave us a shit time. Okay. Put some maple syrup on it. It's okay.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
oh my god.
All right, so
So
before we start, we got some Amanda fans up in here, and you know,
What else is
I mean that's the only way we're gonna get.
Perp, you
views.
listen to that new Logic? Let me know if you guys gonna talk about that on Wednesday.
It was dope. I
Nah, it
loved
was
it.
fire.
I loved it, man. Dude, no pressure. Finally, a follow-up to Under Pressure.
I have to agree that a full black suit would have been fire, but I like the silver detailing.
Me too. I like the
Okay.
silver S.
Like, I
think
do
it was a little
understand.
bit more pop.
Same.
All right,
Yeah,
are we all ready?
I think so.
Yes.
Whenever you're ready,
we finally
sir.
got things working up in here.
Finally.
My smart ass didn't realize there's a 24-hour
My
lock on
smart
this
ass.
for some reason. But you know what? What's going on, guys? This is our first live stream over on the Geek Fix channel. You know, we chilling. We got my boy AJ, my co-host on the pre-recorded episodes. This was almost pre-recorded. Say what's going on, AJ.
Hello.
Okay, that's kind of weird. That was a weird, man. Okay, you freaked me out a little bit. We got my man Lo. Y'all seen him on the podcast before. Say what's going on, Loretto.
What's good from the West Coast?
And then we got Purple Nurple over here. Amanda reviews. Say what's going on, Amanda.
So hey, my camera's like being really weird, so this is why I
Excuse
did the change. It's not an excuse. It was fine before, but hey guys, thanks for coming.
We got the awesome Leo Rydell. Saying what's going on, man.
Hey, what's going on, brother? Thanks for having me. Super excited to talk some Marvel, some DC, and yeah, Comic-Con at home was pretty weak, and I think I'm not the only one that feels that way.
Wait,
Yeah,
Comic-Con was
hater.
this weekend?
Hater.
Shit. And then we got the last but not least, Benjamin. Nope, not Benjamin Button. Sorry. We got Andy up in this biatch. Say what's going on, Andy.
What's up, y'all? First live
So,
stream. It's hella
guys, we were gonna talk some Comic-Con tonight, but we all realized nothing really happened at Comic-Con this weekend. Comic-Con at home,
Nah.
more like Comic-Con at no, that was not good. But
Terrible.
it's fine, guys. It's fine. We got a lot of JusticeCon 2020 stuff to talk about, and we got a lot of the new mutant stuff to talk about. We don't know if we're gonna do live every single week. We're gonna see how this first show goes. If you guys really like it, be sure to let us know over at Twitter. As you can see, we all got our Twitter handles down below, so you guys always know where to find us. Whew, it's been a long journey to get to this moment, guys. I gotta say, I gotta commemorate this.
84 years later.
This has just been one shit show after another before we get right into this, guys. Just this trying to get this all set up was just like the little snowball that could at this rate. But yeah, guys, JusticeCon was huge this weekend. We got a lot of the Zack Snyder stuff pretty much. We got Ray Fisher coming out talking more about the Justice League cut and everything that came from behind. I'm sure if you guys checked out Amanda's podcast with me, Leo, and AJ a few days ago, you'd probably know our 2 cents, but we got some new guys up in this biatch. Nah, I tried to do that P-Amp scene in The Office. It just didn't work, but it's fine, though. It's fine. We all just chilling up in here. We all just glad that we're finally streaming on here. But, oh, yeah, the little top notch right here. I look like a Christmas tree. I'm looking all pretty and shit.
Well,
But yeah, guys, we got where do we want to start with JusticeCon? Because we got like a lot of stuff to cover. We got the Justice League cut. We got what Snyder plans for his cut of the film. And then we have some more information about what went on behind the scenes. So you know what? I'm going to let AJ fucking choose where we start, AJ.
Why do I have to choose?
Because I don't have the brain capacity right now with everything going on.
Ray Fisher.
Yeah, that's what we're going to start with. Ray Fisher came out and talked about came out and talked about his experience with Joss Whedon and what was going on in that department. Just a bunch of drama. Everybody knows about it. Y'all already heard about my opinions on it, so we can go on from there.
Wow, that was quite the detail. Okay, let's go to Loretto. Loretto, what do you got going on with all this, man?
I just feel like as much as we should be standing up for the Justice League crew and actors that were mistreated, I feel like I'd rather not give Joss all this spotlight. It's like, I'm kind of over it. You know, he's just getting nothing but headlines and publicity. But at the same time, if the justice is ultimately served, I think that's the whole purpose of the platform, right? So,
I completely agree with you, Loretto. Before we continue on to Amanda, I just want to say I think we all agree that we found it really weird that first of all, Joss was having a panel at Comic-Con or JusticeCon. I don't remember which one, but he was having a panel. I'm pretty sure it was at Comic-Con. Yeah, Comic-Con, right?
Yeah.
So Joss was supposed to have a Comic-Con panel this year, and I would say about an hour or two before his panel, they completely canceled it, and they even announced that he was having a panel way after all of this Ray Fisher stuff kind of started. And I'm not gonna lie, when they announced this panel, I remember we were all talking in our chats that we thought it was an odd choice to let him go on, and for a good portion of the time, I thought they weren't going to cancel, and I thought they were going to give him a spotlight to talk and all that. And I know a lot of us have really big opinions on this, so I'm just going to go to you, Amanda, because I know you're a huge Ray Fisher supporter.
Yeah, I mean, if he was getting verbally abused and the rest of the cast was getting verbally abused on set, this really isn't the first time that that directors did anything on set that could have been seen as harassment. And for Ray to speak out, he said that he had nothing to lose, and I respect that. Also, his NDA is up, so he's kind of going after Joss, and I know that everyone's it's after the fact, but that's been said so many times, as we've seen in the past 5-6 years, that people have been starting to come out and voice their opinion. And then Ray's just the sweetest person, and I do stand behind him. So honestly, if it gets some justice for what happened on that set, because I know it was 100% toxic from what he's been saying, I'm all for it. I support him. I support Zach. And, I hope they nail him, to be perfectly honest, because he's done some pretty shady shit throughout the years. And people have also come out from Buffy years and stuff like that. No one has said anything from the Avengers because they're going to keep it on lock, I guarantee you, as we spoke about on Saturday. So, yeah, if he wants to do this, they're filing an investigation. They're getting it done. I have so much respect for him for just speaking out. And I know the rest of the Justice League cast reached out to him and they want to help him as well with some anonymity. I said that completely wrong. But yeah, I'm all for it. I love him and he deserves the best. He deserves better. As we said, Zach has some surprises for us in his version. He said that he was not going to use any Joss Whedon footage. He'd rather burn it to the ground, as he said. And I agree. Light it up. I don't care. But he wants Ray Fisher to be the center of Justice League as he was intended. So I would love to see that and have him get that chance.
The one thing that came out of this that I felt like was good was, I'm trying to be positive here, but the one thing that kept going was the change in leadership in DC. Warner Brothers, basically. You got Kevin Tsuchihara that was basically just being greedy. He wasn't thinking through a lot of his choices. We just talked about Joss Whedon and just a whole bunch of the crew, not crew members, but the just what's it called? Goodness. People in the studios just all over the place. And I just love how they decided to quickly, even before all of this came out, just quickly, oh, you're getting out, you're going to leave, and you're going to go lower on the leadership scale and all of that. So I felt like that was good that came out of it, but that's probably like the only thing that was good that came out of that.
No, I gotta agree with you, AJ. But guys, don't forget, please let us know your opinions in the comments. We will be sure to put them up. Like Owen says, Ray Fisher was great in the cut we got. Cannot wait to see more of him. And before we move on to Leo and Andy, man, I gotta agree with you. I really enjoyed what we saw from him. It's just a shame we got nothing that we were shown from the very first trailer. And no one really
Everything
needed to
was cut.
tell us. You could tell from the film that he was kind of ripped out of it, and he's just like a plushy version of what it was. Just got put into the film in post and the reshoots and stuff like that. So I would say it's pretty obvious that happened. But what about you, Leo? What's your take on this situation?
I mean, I think it's good that Ray Fisher is coming to light. I think that these issues do need to be talked about because some of the stuff that Joss was doing to those actors was horrendous. Especially that Gal Gadot scene that he was suggesting her do, and the fact that she didn't do it was amazing on her part. But I mean, I think this is a good thing. I'm not gonna say that, oh man, the Snyder cut. Well, the Snyder cut is gonna be better than the original Justice League because that it was so
100%.
trash.
Nothing can be worse.
Yeah.
Nothing can be
That
worse.
original was so trash.
I cannot wait for those 4
trash.
hours. My God.
So I'm excited. I'm glad this is happening though, because there's so much drama about this that honestly I hadn't really even realized till most recently.
I've been
No,
saying
I completely agree with you, man. If you guys don't know, Joss also did the same thing in Avengers Age of Ultron with Black Widow. Bruce Banner kind of tripped over onto her breasts. And I think I said this on Amanda's podcast. When the movie first came out, I was just a teenager at the time. So I'm not going to lie, I found it kind of funny. But like after a few years of that, I think we can all agree that in the moment, it was kind of funny. I think a portion of us at least did a little snort or something. But as the years goes by and just looking more on situations in Hollywood with women, directors, authority figures with Warner Brothers, like those big things, they play big factors into a lot of things. And more of this stuff is coming out now within the past year or so than it did ever before. But what about you, Andy? What's your take on this whole Ray Fisher, Joss Whedon situation?
There's this one thing that I remember Ray Fisher, that's something Ray Fisher said during the stream that I found surprising. You know, it's this whole thing about separating the art from the artist, where he doesn't want people to stop enjoying the theatrical cut over this whole drama. And I just think that speaks a lot over, you know, his character and what kind of person he is.
Yeah.
I just real quick got to follow up to that. I love that Zach said that there's not going to be any Joss in his stuff. Like, nope, we don't want that old Justice League. Let's be real.
He was
Set
like,
it on fire. Yeah, not happening.
And Zach has also made it clear he has never watched the theatrical cut because he kind of just said, fuck that. None of us blame him. I was kind of shocked personally that he went out and said all that. I wasn't expecting him to go full force and say, nah, you will not see a single shot or scene from the Whedon cut. If you do, I will fucking burn it. That's it.
He didn't even watch the movie. He was like, nope.
Nah, he just said straight up, nope. This is not my movie. Warner Brothers took my movie from me. This is not even a half-ass. This is just an ass version of what I really wanted to make. And I think we can all agree that Warner Brothers just wanted to try and make another Avengers, which
Yeah.
They didn't work in their favor because I would say everyone kind of the DCU like tier list. Justice League is the very bottom.
It doesn't exist.
Now we're just all calling it the Justice League because originally, when I'm gonna give you guys a bit of a timeline. I know I go over this a lot with everyone on the channel right here, but if you guys don't know, Zack Snyder left the film in, I would say, early to mid 2017 due to a family trauma, and fucking Warner Brothers just whatever they were thinking, they just said, you know what, you can go off. But they also didn't want him to work on it at all. They told him he has no privilege, even though this is your baby, you can't talk to it. Goodbye. And so what they did was they brought on Joss Whedon, the director of the first two Avengers films, to make it more Avengers MCU-esque, I want to say. And that wasn't what the DCEU or the worlds of DC, whatever the hell they call their extended universe at this point. That's not what they built off of. Man of Steel, BVS, hell, even Suicide Squad, they all had a darker tone. And from Justice League on, you can definitely see between Aquaman, Shazam, Birds of Prey, they want the lighter tone because they think that's what fans want. But in reality, that's not what we wanted. We just wanted more coherent films, whether you agree with that or disagree with that. And I want AJ's two cents on this. It's really hard to just comprehend everything with Justice League, with Joss Whedon, Zack Snyder, and hell, even the cast and crew. It's just a lot to process, and all of our minds are just kind of all over the place trying to figure out what's true, what's not. Someone's lying in this situation. Joss Whedon also hasn't come out and said anything about it. You know his lawyers told him not to say a single fucking thing. You know he's not getting involved. The first thing we hear from Joss will be a court order. I'm telling you, it will be something he says in court. He will not come out and say anything legally. But yeah, AJ, what do you think about all the Warner Brothers meandering behind the scenes when Zack Snyder was, they say let go, and they also say he was kind of pushed out. So what is your mind on that? What do you think?
Before that, I want to comment on Perp Minded's comment on Ray Fisher and why he's not talking on it. First, it's legal reasons. He really doesn't want to talk about it with the public right now because he even talked about this on the JusticeCon. He basically said he has to be careful what he says. He has to think about everything before he does it. And for me, I think that's smart. Don't talk about it in public. Just get your overall thoughts on it in public, sure. But to talk about the specifics, I don't think he should until he's ready, until all this is going on. He talked about everything. It's pretty much everything is moving forward, but it's in the background, and he's not going to put that forward until he's ready for it and it's actually legal or something like that. Basically, I'm not good with legal advice and all that, but for that, I just think he shouldn't say anything on Twitter, on Facebook, or whatever he's on. So I think what he's doing right now is smart. And I disagree with you a little bit, Ryan, with
Please, go ahead.
elements on DC. Sure, you have Birds of Prey, which is very comedical, and Aquaman, some of it was comedical.
Shazam
Shazam
Aquaman was 80% comedy.
Well, Aquaman, I think that really followed a James Wan style movie to me.
Yeah, that was very
I could see
more lighthearted,
same shots. I totally feel like that was James Wan's film, and that's why. And this might be an unpopular opinion, but I like where they're going with these movies. I actually like Aquaman and Shazam and Birds of Prey. I feel like they were very characteristic.
But I do understand what AJ's saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I also agree with AJ where it is a lighthearted tone. Everything past Wonder Woman kind of shifted completely, where there's more jokes, there's more sarcasm. Shazam was more of a childish type of film, even though I loved it so much, like it was a different type of humor, and you could see that. Whereas Zack has like this dark sense of humor, like a dark sarcasm. It's really different. You can see that from like Man of Steel, BVS, and hopefully his Snyder cut, which I know it's going to be awesome. But that's what I'm getting from it. I do get the lighthearted tone. They completely shifted. Sorry, they completely shifted. So yeah, I
Okay,
agree with
so
you.
with Shazam, it started filming before all this drama happened, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So my question is, were there reshoots? Because I thought I've heard there was no reshoots for
I know there were reshoots, but I
I heard
don't know the extent of them. So I'll tell you that I do know there were reshoots, but I don't know what they changed or how much they changed.
let me repeat the question, because there's always reshoots. I mean, like, did they like redo?
No, they didn't. They didn't pull like a Justice League reshoot.
No,
That's why I'm saying this.
No, yeah, they didn't pull like a Justice League reshoot. But yeah, before we continue this comment, let's catch up with the chat. Dude, we're really far in this shit. Oh my god. But Jad says Josh tried to make it too much like the MCU, and that was almost impossible to do because the tones don't even come close to matching up with Justice League was fucking awful. As you can tell, we all agree with that. And then we got Owen saying, I wonder how much Aquaman was changed since Snyder was booted.
Changed at all.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think it was changed at all from what I know.
That was
I think we all agree with that.
Yeah.
Chad also says Aquaman was great minus that awful soundtrack.
No, I disagree with that. Aquaman was Black Manta. I'm putting that out right now. He was so cringeworthy in that movie.
You didn't like him?
I loved
I liked him better than
I liked him better than Ocean Master.
Yeah, Ocean Master.
No, I actually loved Ocean Master. The problem with Ocean Master is because it was because they didn't develop enough of the story and what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was the fault of the script itself than the actual character.
I think the movie was supposed to be more of an epic because you get the whole Atlantis, you have the Seven Seas type of war going on. I think they definitely were more focused on the true, like the third act, even though the CGI is not fantastic, it's really fucking cool. I think we can all agree on that. But
but I just didn't like Patrick Wilson as Ocean Master.
No, I completely agree. There were a lot of aspects. Not a lot, but there was a portion of aspects that I didn't like. If no one knows, I think I put it like in the middle of my list. I mean, that's also not a bad thing either, because there's only been 8, 9 films in the DCEU at this point, and there's a huge jump between, for me, because I know Amanda's going to get offended when I say this, between Suicide Squad, BVS, and Justice League. I feel like all the other films other than those this is where they are. Every other film just surpasses them by a milestone. So it's really hard. It's not fun to say it's in the middle, especially when it's much better than those other 3, in my opinion, I must say. But yeah, we also got Chad saying the classic Aquaman suit is the best suit in the DCEU.
Yes.
Hot take.
100%.
It's a really good suit.
Yes.
I hated how they ruined it in the trailer, though. I hate how they ruined it in the trailer.
I liked it. I didn't bother me.
Trailer.
I think the costume design in Aquaman was like god tier for like every single person. It was just so well done. The detail was incredible.
To be fair, every costume design in the DCU is incredible. So
it's true. I love it.
Another unpopular. I didn't really like Ocean Master suit.
What? I kind of liked it.
I think Black Manta had the coolest suit, to be honest.
He was sick, man.
Another one I thought maybe needed a little bit of an update, but I will say I did enjoy Black Manta suit a lot more than Ocean Master's.
Yeah, I think the thing was I didn't find Ocean Master very intimidating. Like I don't buy it that Jason Momoa can't beat him. I'm sorry, that might just be me mentally, because Amanda's giving that face right now, like, oh no. But like, Amanda, please speak, because I know you want to say something.
I know they say continue. You're good.
I got a real quick address something. Pert Minded said in the comments that Marvel and DC need to take notes from My Hero Academia. 1000%, my guy. Like,
no.
they need that type of heroism, bro. Especially Marvel. They need epic moments like that.
Look, with My
Especially
Hero
DC
Academia,
too.
with My Hero Academia, it's too slow. And the reason why it's too slow is because they overdevelop every single character,
But
which is
that's the
fine.
point of My Hero.
Yeah, which is fine, but that doesn't fit the aesthetic of DC or Marvel.
I don't think it necessarily have to take the pace, but some of those heroic moments, they could use that, especially DC.
Would you
think-
want to see just a day-to-day life with Superman? Just getting the cat out of the tree?
Yes.
What?
I do, actually.
There's no heroic. Okay, I'm not gonna have this argument, but
I like
I'm not having
Oh,
it.
we know. Don't you
No,
worry. We
I'm
know you're
good.
not having that.
I'm good. I'm not having it.
All right,
But,
go on,
whatever.
keep going.
I think the biggest thing is Zack Snyder's panel, as we probably all would have guessed. That was the big thing for JusticeCon and obviously DC fandom, you guys. But as we said before, let's kind of just go down what the Snyder cut is gonna have from what Snyder himself told us. He said that everything in the film is his own footage, so no Whedon stuff. Everything we saw in that very first trailer more than likely will be in this film. We lost Andy, and AJ went AWOL, but it's fine. It's fine.
He's getting
But
his food.
so we got all Snyder's vision in this film, which is fantastic. I'm really happy for that. The film will surpass 214 minutes, so the film will be 4+ hours, which I think we all are just excited for. He also said that they haven't announced it, but at DC Fandom they'll let us know if they're thinking about doing a series or just the film itself. I'll get to those opinions in a second because I know we kind of differ on that one a little bit.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's one other big thing I'm missing.
We get
Oh, they're
Dark
going back
Side.
to the original Steppenwolf design too.
Yeah.
More dark side background, all that great stuff. We're finally going to see Ray Porter's dark side. I think the original Steppenwolf design looked badass. I don't know why they decided to change that. That makes no sense. But yeah, and we finally get Black Suit Superman. Can I get a what?
Woo!
So let's talk about the more divisive topic out of everything we've heard. Who wants a show versus a movie and vice versa? Andy?
Okay, repeat that because my whole internet connection was.
Oh, no, it's all good, man. Would you rather prefer to see the Snyder Cut in a miniseries or a full-length film, 4+ hours?
Honestly, I'd rather see it as a film, but I hope they go the Hateful Eight direction Netflix did.
So you want a film, but you also you kind of don't really care, it seems like.
Okay, preferably I will watch it as a film, but I know there's people who would rather watch it as a show, and that's why I'm saying they should go the
But-
Netflix route.
If they do release it as a miniseries, would you prefer them to do the weekly release like a regular show, or just drop them all at once and then they create like their own ending points, so it kind of connects like a regular TV show, I guess you can say. Leo, how do you think we should see this?
Oh man, Andy put it perfectly. Do the Hateful Eight thing, man. Like Netflix, make it into 4 episodes, but give it to us all at once. Don't be trying to sprinkle it out and like, oh, we're gonna release part 1 in November. We're gonna release part 2 in March. We're gonna release part 3 in the next November. No, give it to us all at once. Give us 4 episodes. They're about an hour and a half, hour, whatever, and then I'm fine. Hell, I'm just gonna autoplay it anyway. So I would love for it to be a series.
Now let's get to the most divisive opinion around here, Amanda.
I would take the 4 hours just because I'm a trooper and I sat through The Irishman for 3.5, like 7 times.
You are a trooper.
I'm a trooper. I love that movie. So I will stay there for 4 hours. I love Zach. And I'm really excited to just process everything in one sitting because he has so much to offer. He has so much to give us. There's going to be so many Easter eggs. And it's just going to be so freaking detailed. And I'm really excited to dissect it in 4 hours in one sitting. So yeah.
So Loretto, how should we see this film?
Why not both? Like, if it's ready by next year and the theaters are open, they could do maybe like a 3-hour theatrical cut, and then on the streaming version, we can get the Hateful Eight episodic version, which was really cool, Leo. That's an awesome format. But personally, I also enjoyed seeing the Hateful Eight in its entirety. And admittedly, 4 hours is a little long if we're sitting in the theater without an intermission. So if they can trim it to 180 and release a theatrical cut, I'd watch it.
I'm telling you, Zack Snyder's like, don't cut a fucking second out of it. I'm sorry, man. I gotta say it. He is not doing that.
Ultimate Edition or bust.
Honestly, I'm sure they want to rev up the sales for HBO Max, because if I remember correctly, their quarterly sales came in on one of the calls, and I don't know the exact numbers, but they came in under what they roughly estimated for paying subscribers. So that's not people that kind of connected to their cable provider, but people that pay out of pocket, like some of us. So I'm pretty sure they're just going to want to release on HBO Max and kind of say, screw the theatrical release, especially now with COVID. Even if something like a vaccine does come out by January, I'm sure a lot of people will still be hesitant to go at that time. And they're going to jack up the price for HBO Max by like $1 when this shit drops. I'm telling you. But what about you, AJ? How do you think we should see this film?
It doesn't matter. If they do it as a series, what's the difference between the series all at once and the movie? All you're doing?
Yeah, but what if they do release it weekly? Because we see that with their other HBO Max originals, because that's what this will be considered.
It won't be. It's already taken this long for the Zack Snyder's Justice League to release. They 100% won't do the weekly thing. It might be a series, but it's going to be dropped all at once, or it's going to be a movie. Either way, I don't care.
I think we all kind of agree. We don't care how we see it as long as it's not a weekly release. At this point, I think we can all agree on that, because that's just nonsense. But to catch up with some of the comments, we have to speak about Green Lantern in the Justice League, because they kind of teased him in the theatrical cut, and then they said, nah, fuck Gio.
So
he's no blow.
He's in the
do we think
theatrical.
we're going to get more of him?
There is a Green Lantern scene in the theatrical.
So in the story, oh my god, what's it called? The history lesson, as Zach likes to do it, as we saw in the Justice League cut, Green Lantern was present. So I think it's going to be more of a history lesson, and they're going to dive into it, and we are going to get a Green Lantern. So I don't know which Green Lantern it's going to be, but I can't wait for that history lesson just for that reason.
I think if he's not really in the movie, though, I think that cameo is enough, personally.
Yeah, I agree.
Otherwise, it's just a tease, and it's kind of like...
But I wanted him to be a part of the Seven. It was Unite the Seven at the beginning, and that was supposed to be a lantern.
Oh,
I want my lantern, man.
A big thing I forgot that I just remembered. Zach said himself, this is an Elseworlds film. This does not connect to the continuity. So that should just end the debate, because I know a lot of people on Twitter were talking about, is this its own film? Is it going to connect? What is it going to do? It's its own film. It's not connecting anything. It's only connecting the things that came before it, before everyone gets into a hissy fit. I think we can all kind of assume that here, but there's a few people that wanted to hope for the best, I guess.
I will disagree 100%.
Oh, AJ, please.
Back to my theory, Green Lantern series will be part of Zack Snyder.
That's right. You said
And then
I hope so.
I think it'll be part of the Doom Patrol.
Another thing that I did see that I would consider bigger than Green Lantern, Sean says. Oh, I didn't bring it up. Sean says, what about John Jones in the movie? Because Zach said that the General Lieutenant Commander in BVS, and I think he was in Man of Steel, don't remember. But he is John Jones in the films. No one knows it, though. Do we think we're going to get John Jones, the Martian?
I would love
Manhunter
to get John Jones
in the Snyder Cut? Do we think we're going to get him?
He's shooting scenes, is he not? Am I wrong?
Yeah, he shot one.
He shot scenes. Yeah, he shot
okay,
scenes.
Yeah,
But do we see him, are we going to see him as John Jones or the general character that he's always played?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see him as John Jones. That might have happened with part 2. I think that was planned for part 2. I don't think it's going to be for part 1.
If I remember in the production, though, he was supposed to have a role until Joss took over, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But what he was
Yeah.
to be
You're
Martian
right,
Manhunter in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're
That's
we're
what I
definitely
know.
gonna see more of the character. We just know if we're just gonna see like the fully formed Martian Manhunter that we know from the comics. That's still unknown, but we're definitely gonna get the actor in this, which I'm excited about. One thing I don't see a lot of people talking about is J.K. Simmons' role in the film.
Hmm.
What
shot.
do you guys think about
He did.
Gordon?
He came back. He shot. He's like, I'm ready to go for Zach. He said that. So I'm pretty sure.
But do you think he shot more scenes than we saw?
100%.
sure.
As Gordon, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna get more Gordon scenes, more Batman scenes, more Cyborg scenes.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot more scenes than we
I
did.
get my Batfleck.
Yeah.
I get my
You guys remember
Batfleck
though,
back.
he was coming fresh off of his Oscar win, like, and then to
Yes.
see the film that we got, like, they wanted to use him more. So whatever it
Yeah.
was, is
Yeah, he would have
obviously
been
on the cutting
There's
floor.
no way they
It's
used him just to
heartbreaking,
waste him.
honest to God.
The acting is gonna be so much better as well.
Yeah. Do you want to hear?
Ben Affleck?
I have a theory, and I kind of want it to happen because I want closure on Batfleck. I hope they kill Batman in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Just for closure. Ultimate closure. That's it. I really hope they kill him off.
But
Bold
why?
move.
Okay, I get that.
I've heard theories. I've heard theories that they're going to do it, and I completely agree with doing it because we're never going to see him again. So,
Do you think Batfleck would be willing to come back to shoot a scene like that? Just to give him a send off,
for
not
Zach,
to like.
I think so. He'd do anything for him.
Totally.
He loves him so much, and you can see that when he talks about him. So, yeah.
I think that goes just for the whole cast in general. They all have the same feeling that Zack Snyder's a fucking great human being.
Yeah.
Honestly, the way Jason Momoa and all them just talk about him, I wish he was my fucking dad. Shit. But
it was Ray Fisher, right? Ray Fisher said he builds careers, and I'm just like, damn, this dude is phenomenal.
I adore him.
I'm actually glad you mentioned Ray Fisher because, as we all know, he was ripped from the film out of everyone else. Before we really get deep diving into what we think we're going to get from him, how did this make you feel when, one, you saw the movie, and two, heard that there was so much more of him? AJ.
It pissed me off that he was supposed to be more in the movie because basically what the comments and what you guys basically said, he was really good in Justice League. I felt like he was one of the standouts, but he wasn't in there that much. I just felt like that was poor execution on Josh's part to cut it. Poor execution with the studio's part for cutting like 60% of the movie, basically more 70-80%.
And he's also supposed to be the heart of the film, as Zack Snyder put it. Just saying that.
Yeah. And
but
he actually, sorry.
No, go, Amanda, please.
So the Russian family at the end of Justice League, that is what filled up all of Cyborg's time. So Joss
Wait, is that confirmed or is that like a theory?
Yeah, legit. No, it's legit. Like they added the Russian family.
I know that whole family was a thing that Joss added, but I didn't realize those were like the
you gotta be joking.
It's the screen time minutes of Cyborg. Because if you notice, like the football scene wasn't in Justice League. Him talking to his parents wasn't in Justice League. Him with his Letterman jacket wasn't in Justice League. Like, there's so much of Ray Fisher that was cut out, and that Russian family just freaking popped up out of nowhere. Like it wasn't supposed to be there. So they spent so much money on reshoots that it just didn't make sense. So.
Yeah, and if you guys like rewatch the film at all, it's really hard to like say that because I don't wish that upon anybody. First of all, and second of all, you can tell that Aquaman and Cyborg, they both kind of just join. There's no like initiation. They talk and then they just randomly show up. So there's always that in between there, and then fucking Cyborg goes off after they dig up Superman. He just shows up with the mother box. It's just like, and then Aquaman just shows up in the fucking sewer tunnel.
Yeah.
You can just tell there's a bunch of stuff missing. But Lo, what are your opinions on this?
Honestly, I mean, just echoing what both AJ and Amanda said, I felt misled. I felt like I saw the trailer and I was like, this is pretty cool. the way it was cut, and then what I saw did not reflect at all what we were teased. And yeah, Ray Fisher, like just like what Sean's saying on our comment there, man, he literally got robbed of his role, and I think it also hurt his career because I haven't really seen him in much else. So it's like his one opportunity to shine was literally killed by one person, and maybe all the studio as well. Because I think the real enemy here is WB. I think they mishandled this entire universe, not just Justice League. They mishandled this. They mishandled the whole thing. So it all comes back to them.
Yeah, I completely agree, Lo. And that's like, I don't mean to like go back to the whole Joss situation, but that's Ray Fisher's biggest thing for coming, other than like being mistreated, is he really had his chance to show himself as Cyborg, and Joss just ripped that away from him. It's like taking a toy from a baby. Like, it's really fucked up. It's really messed up, man. And I think we would all be pissed in that situation.
You know what it really was? He fucking Kanye'd him is what he did. He was like, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish, but I gotta show you Flash falling into Wonder Woman's breasts.
No, the worst.
And then he gives him like back to Cyborg. Like, here you go.
Oh,
It's like
no.
That was
he's not
awesome.
in the movie anymore.
My poor son. That's terrible. No.
Yeah, Andy, what is your take on this whole Ray Fisher and Cyborg just being ripped out from the movie?
I heard that none of Snyder's footage actually ended up in the theatrical cut.
Only 10%, I think.
Only
from what I
10 to
know.
20%,
Yeah.
but around 80% was all Joss.
Mhm.
Specifically, the cyborg scenes. I heard none of it was from Snyder's.
Nope.
So
Nothing.
yeah,
That's wrong.
Even worse for me. So yeah, there's nothing else I can add. Y'all summarized it pretty well.
Zack Snyder said in the JusticeCon, none of the shots that were in Justice League was his own, but vice versa. Some shots were Zack Snyder's, and then he made it sound like it was like even less than 10% of the movie. So I have a feeling that this is going to be a completely different movie than what we got.
Yeah, for
100%.
sure. And Cyborg is a character I have loved since Teen Titans. I mean, that is the team that I grew up seeing him on, and like seeing him on that show that came out on Cartoon Network he was a phenomenal character. And so I was so hyped because I was like, finally, we're getting a Cyborg in live action. Like, booyah, I'm ready. And then we got it. And as Right On Geek was saying, we got robbed. We truly did. And I just want to echo you guys' sentiments. I'm happy that we're finally going to get more. And this is what Ray Fisher deserves. It does feel like this robbed him of his career. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping this is an uptick for him. I'm hoping to see him in more movies after this. I'm hoping this is like a positive swing for Ray Fisher.
I have a hot take.
Ooh.
Let's hear it. I agree with Ray Fisher on his stance on the booyah.
So do I.
I'm not saying I need the booyah. I'm not saying I needed that, but I was
with that originally came from the animated cartoon. He never said it in the comics.
Yeah,
not once. Mm-hmm. So people complaining that Ray Fisher is saying, I don't want to say booyah.
And I just want to say I don't need him to say booyah, but referencing that cartoon.
Oh yeah,
great. The cartoon was incredible.
We have to keep in mind that Joss was the one who forced him to say it. So if you go back and watch Justice League and you see him say the booyah, it's like booyah.
You can tell it was forced. You can tell.
He didn't want to say it. It's like booyah.
It was in the same vein of how the Thing said it's clobbering time. It was just definitely
it was like
any emotion.
Exactly. He's like, I don't want to say this, but I have to say it, type of thing. So I think that's what also pissed him off, was that if it were Zach, like, first of all, Zach wouldn't have written that in the script. And we all know this.
No way.
So Joss wanted to make him more fun and light and give him that line. So yeah, I completely agree with you, AJ. 100%. So.
But there's also someone else that got robbed of a pretty decent storyline in the film. That's not Aquaman. That's not Wonder Woman. Batman. Actually, yeah, Superman got robbed too. We'll get to that in a second. But the Flash. As you guys know, in the Flash, we were supposed to get a whole backstory with Barry and Iris West Allen, and them building that relationship up to the God, I don't even want to say the standalone film because at the rate that movie's going, it's not standalone. But up until the next Flash film is just insane because Zach has shared. He hasn't shared the scene itself, but he shared screenshots of the scene of him saving Iris West Allen from getting hit by a car. He runs through glass, and we see like a nice slow-mo shot of him going through all the glass, falling on him. And I'm gonna assume that's how they meet in this universe. Is he saves her life, and she kind of starts falling for him, but they're friends, and then she starts falling for them. And if you guys don't know, they're recasting her for the Flash film. The actress that we see in the Snyder Cut version of Justice League, that will not be the Iris West or the Iris West Allen of the next few films. So I'm a huge The Flash fan. He is my personal favorite DC superhero. The TV show is fantastic. I know you guys don't like the CW.
It was
That's
good.
a hot take.
The first couple of seasons, it was good.
Grant Gustin's a great Flash. I'm still not completely sold on Ezra Miller, but I also stand by we still didn't see enough of him to really get a clearer vision of him or anything. So I'm gonna let him off loose. What?
It's the direction of him as well.
Yeah,
I guarantee you the way Zach directed Ezra Miller will be 100% different from what Josh did.
And I just kind of want to piggyback off of that. You can definitely tell that Josh didn't know these characters like Zach. He did not know these characters. I mean, you can agree with this, Ryan. That felt like Flash Wally West. It didn't feel like Barry Allen at all.
On Amanda's show the other day, this was a cosplay Flash. This was not Barry Allen. This is some kid that said, "Hey, I'm the Flash, but what the fuck do I do?" Because this is the thing that pissed me off the most since the Flash is my favorite character. Bro, I mean this in the nicest way possible. He's fucking stupid.
And Barry Allen is supposed to be the same age as Wonder Woman, Batman.
I know, this guy's like 15 years younger. I mean, other than Wonder Woman being 200 years older, but that's besides the point or some shit. But it really, dude, this was not Barry Allen. He's like, "Oh, how do I save somebody?" Bro, the guy trips multiple times while he's doing his Flash thing. And this is the biggest thing that pissed me off. You can see in my actions and tone of voice, the ending of the film when fucking Barry Allen went to save that little Russian family. Bro, Josh was like, "Nah, fuck the Flash," and said, "Hey, let's have Superman carry a whole building full of people we've never even seen throughout the entire film." And he winks at him. He fucking winks.
Yeah, I don't like how they
what about you, AJ?
that. I don't like how they, or I shouldn't even say they. I don't like how Josh handled that. With Steppenwolf and Superman being so overpowered, I just feel like it's ridiculous. First of all, Superman shouldn't be able to be Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg by himself. I know there will be a lot of people that will disagree with that, but
totally.
Basically, even Wonder Woman can go toe to toe with Superman. So just to have all of them just get demolished by Superman, but
Thank you.
Stupid.
Thank you. My bad. I'm cutting you off. When I seen that, I was like, Aquaman and Wonder Woman could easily take out Superman together. And then you throw in the Flash and Batman, who has prepped and studied up this Superman, mind you, because of BVS.
Exactly.
No way.
Exactly.
Bro,
no way.
Steppenwolf is no match for them. Bro, Steppenwolf just gets ragdolled. It's an absolute joke. You don't feel like Steppenwolf's ever gonna win.
He should have before
just
Superman
pops
came.
in, pops out.
It's
I
just
like
a
how
mess. Sorry, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
You can go.
No, I'm just saying it's just a mess. From any way you look at Justice League, it's a mess entirely from beginning to end.
The problem is, no matter how you look at it, the entire team is not needed. You need maybe 2 members to really just save the world.
Or you need a Superman. Hey, I can save them over there and be Steppenwolf.
But you needed. They did clarify you needed Cyborg to separate the mother boxes.
Right, but at the end of the day,
no, Superman could have done that by himself. According to Josh, Superman would be able to do that.
no,
Leave
but
it to Joss Whedon to just say fuck it.
the thing with Justice League is that him coming back to life wasn't even supposed to happen that way
No, not
at all.
No,
That's
that's
why
also
when we
something
got
I'm really excited to see.
How was this
Like,
supposed to happen? I didn't read it.
that scene, the black suit Superman, like that's essentially, I don't think they show him being like the rebirth of Superman. Like I don't know what's happening in Zack Snyder's cut, but I know for a fact that it's very like lax considering he went to go see Alfred. So I don't think they have this big fight scene that Joss Whedon wanted to do. I think it's very much like he's gonna float in to the Batcave and be like, "Sup, Alfred? I'm alive. Where the hell is everybody?"
See, what I would love is if they return to the casket where the rocks were floating at the end of ABS, and then have him emerge out of that. It's that easy.
Yeah,
we don't need a whole battle
simple.
scene.
Yeah.
And come on,
we
let's
all
be
wish that the Joss cut was the Elseworlds version, because quite literally it doesn't connect to anything else. Like even Aquaman stays away from mentioning Justice League. Like, come on. But yeah. Do you guys have never mind. I almost forgot about Superman being robbed. That's a whole nother discussion right there. But Superman, dude, his arc just got fucked by Joss Whedon. And it's an absolute joke because of the fucking mustache, as Leo clearly showed us over there. But this, I don't even know where to begin. The way they brought him back is boring and unoriginal. Him fighting the Justice League, yeah, please. He could not take them all at once, and he could not keep up with the Flash. Bro, he literally keeps up with the Flash. Like, he stares the motherfucker down. Like, you might, like, speed be faster, but mentally you cannot keep up with him. That's all I'm saying.
Say that again. You said Superman and Flash, or who are you
no,
talking
yeah,
about?
Superman and Flash, because when they're fighting, the Flash runs around him, and they make eye contact with one another.
No,
and
I felt like that was good. I think that showed how fast Superman is physically and mentally. He is technically that fast in the comics, but Flash is faster than him.
Yeah, when Barry Allen comes back from the Speed Force, he actually beats Superman and tells him to his face, "I've been able to beat you for a while, Clark. I just haven't shown it."
But that scene of literally, if you see Clark turn his entire face, that was whack. I didn't like it at all. It just looked like the one eye was like, "I'm gonna go this way," and it was just like it looked weird. Like I didn't like it. Of course, the race at the end, that was probably like my favorite thing to kind of happen.
That looked weird too. Everything
looked weird.
You know what?
Like, oh my god, they're racing, so it's cool.
I'll give one scene from the Justice League cut that I enjoyed, and it was the lasso scene with Aquaman. I thought it was funny.
That was.
I think we all agree it was a good scene. It was a perfect scene, and fucking Jason Momoa. He really, dude, he sold it. It was fantastic. So I want to put some lighthearted stuff in here. Not everything is bad with a decently bad everything.
Everything's bad in Justice League.
Everything is bad. Please don't find the silver lining in this thing.
Has anybody watched this more than once? Have you guys all watched it more than once?
That's it. I did not watch it again.
I watch it to help me go to sleep sometimes. I watch it to help me go to sleep.
I almost walked out of the theater.
So I tried to rewatch it, like I want to say a year ago, and I saw the found footage in the beginning, and I was like, I forgot about this.
The chin, the whole face was like, that's not Henry. That's not the handsome Henry that we know as Superman. Like, there's no way. The chiseled jaw and gone. Like, that wasn't there. It was all like,
even Zach was like,
they paid $5 million for that job.
That's how much money it was. And I'm like, why did you waste your reshoot money on trying to cancel out a goddamn mustache?
$5 million for plexiglass on top of your lip.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Huh.
Bro, I'm telling you. But I forgot. Did we mention how he was originally supposed to come back? Because the way Superman came back in this film was whack as fuck. I gotta say it. What do you guys think about this?
We talked.
I know, but did we really say what the original idea was?
Yeah,
to bring him back?
I did. We had our theories.
Yeah, she said he flies in.
Go ahead, Lo.
Direction originally.
Oh.
I'm not sure
Okay.
that's true.
No, also
Yeah.
Chad brought up a good point. It kind of undermines the ending of BVS because in the ending of BVS, you see the
Yeah, he's
dirt on the
alive.
casket rising. So it's
Yeah.
assuming he's already alive. It completely retcons it in a sense. So it's like kind of like a Rise of Skywalker situation where it's just like screw the other movie.
Yeah, that's why I said I feel like the Joss cut. I feel like everybody's gonna seem like the Elseworlds version, which is ironic because it's not supposed to be. So
It doesn't
I'm
exist.
really curious to see how that goes. And
Shock is
another thing is that I don't see a lot of people talking about is the post-credit scene with Deathstroke and Lex Luthor, because soon after Ray Fisher came out and all about everything with the Snyder Cut finally being announced and released, Joe Manganiello, the guy who played Deathstroke, said he can't wait for us to see the original end credit scene. So we
Yeah.
can only assume that that scene was supposed to happen just completely differently. What do we think that was supposed to be?
I think it was a longer scene,
I
but
don't think we'll ever see this.
I think we will. I think Zach filmed that encounter though. I thought that was Zach's post-credit scene. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't think Joss wanted to do it like to get that at
sound that
all.
way.
I don't know, because when we saw the Deathstroke in the post-credit scene, it looked really familiar, and it wasn't like changed as much from like the screen test that we saw and the images that we saw. So I really do think that it was Zach's original footage, and Joss didn't really touch that. But I think it's a bit longer. There could have been more detail. We don't know that, but I do think it's Zach's.
Yeah, guys. I think we really covered a lot on the Snyder cut with this one. I just want to say, man, Zack Snyder's fucking awesome, dude. I didn't watch the Ray Fisher panel at Comic-Con, but I really did want to watch the Snyder one. I'm gonna buy that Snyder t-shirt.
Dude,
I fucking
Yeah.
love the
It's
guy. I
so
think we're all gonna
beautiful.
try and buy
Oh,
one.
I got the
Yeah.
sweater. I
Yay!
bought the sweater
I'm
the
so
other
happy
day.
I sent you the link. Yay.
Nice,
Can someone
bro.
send me the link?
I
Can someone send me the link?
Yeah, can you send me the link too, please? Like,
Sorry.
look us
Good,
up.
good.
AJ special, so I sent it.
And wow, okay. And hell, you know what? Depending on the price of them, you know what, guys? I think I might buy two and do a giveaway on it because fuck it, dude. And all this money is going to I know it's a suicide cause, but I forgot which cause it is. Like which profit or who it goes to. Do we know the company?
Yeah, so it goes to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
Okay, it is
also
the
gonna-
American Foundation.
Yeah, so it's going to be linked to Ink to the People. They did the hoodie and the t-shirts and the hats, and Zack Snyder's been working with them a lot. So the 22nd of August, which is DC Fandom, it's going to be released for like 1,000 t-shirts for free, and then it will go to Ink to the People for purchase. So where I'm going to get it because HBO Max screwed over Canadians, so I can't get a freaking
But
subscription.
yeah, we're
But yeah.
all super excited about just all this Zack Snyder stuff. We're just glad after 3 years of watching the Justice cut without really realizing it till more than recently. We fucking love you, Zach. We should just say that, man.
Mm. Big
So,
fan.
Don't forget his new movie coming out on Netflix.
Yeah,
Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead, boy. Can't wait.
That love zombie films.
Go
But
Zach.
we did, you know what we did roast a little bit earlier that I feel like we shouldn't completely roast because there is one thing to talk about on. That's Comic-Con at home. Sure, Comic-Con at home was kind of whack. And when I mean kind of, I mean we're really only talking about one thing. That should really tell you something. But that's besides the point. We're not judging them. This whole pandemic really fucked everyone at the end of the day. So you keep doing you, Comic-Con, but you gave us this next topic to talk about, and that's the New Mutants. Yeah, guys. I know. We gotta say, dude, this film has a legacy of its own too. It's one of the films I feel like that's been pushed back so many times at this point where they're going to get to double digits pretty soon, especially with the whole pandemic. And you guys might say, oh, why don't they release it on Disney Plus? Doesn't Disney own them? If you asked me about a week ago, I would have agreed with you. But as reports come out, we all see that because it was a Fox film, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Fox film.
It started out that way.
Fox
Yeah.
first, yes.
Production was under Fox, and when Fox was sold to Disney, there was a negotiation saying that all the Fox films had to go under their brand or straight to theatrical cut in the movie theaters. So Disney can't post it on Disney Plus, and they're sure as shit not going to post it on HBO Max where that deal is. So they only have to keep holding out for theaters, sadly. And guys, I know we're all really shocked that they're going and keeping this August 28th release date. Do we think it's meeting that release date? Someone, please.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
No. So the thing is that the Comic-Con panels, they were all pre-recorded. So that date and that trailer that was made was pre-recorded God knows when to prep for this. So we don't actually know if there is, because it's not slated at all for August 28th. Like you can't see it anywhere. There's no promo for it. There's no like nothing on the posters, like nothing from what I heard. Go ahead and fact check me. That's fine. But like, I know you are. That's why you got your phone. So I'm just saying like, that's that's what I think. I don't think it's going to come out yet.
Well, I think most movies in general aren't putting dates on their posters at this point. Even Tenet released a new poster today without a date, and they said that it's supposed to be coming out September 4th for America and a week before for the rest of the world, because you guys are fantastic, more than America is right now. But that's not the point. That is not the point. The New Mutants has had a long road, and do you guys really have anything to say on this film? Because I feel like this is the biggest thing that came out of Comic-Con at home.
What I got to say about it is they've been working on this for so long that they had a montage of release dates at the beginning of it. Thought that was a big mistake. Show us how long it's taken for this to happen. Just want to say shout out to Bugs Bunny. Happy 80th. And G4 TV is coming back. Don't know where that's even going to fit. Hopefully on some streaming service, because let's be real, I don't think this is the perfect time for them to come back. And I just gotta say, New Mutants, please just come out. Please just give it to us.
Release the New Mutants cut.
Please.
Oh my God,
it's been since 2017 when shooting started. Like this is
I think it was
ridiculous,
2016. Maybe.
What bothers me? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What bothers me is the fact that like Disney clearly knew that they were gonna purchase 20th Century Fox. So like if you knew that, like why would you purposely like mess with the New Mutants? If that makes sense.
Maybe they weren't confident in.
What do you mean mess with it?
Well, they changed a lot of stuff because they wanted the New Mutants to head the MCU. No, they did. They wanted to.
They didn't change it.
I heard the opposite. So
the director himself said it's his original cut.
Oh, okay, good then. Thank you, AJ.
I was like, hold on a second.
I think the performance of Dark Phoenix had a lot to do with it, Amanda.
Yeah.
I think the performance of Dark Phoenix, like,
The movie did
got
awful.
blasted. Didn't make any money.
It was so bad.
They were hesitant
It was
to
awful.
proceed with the New Mutants growing up, considering it's within that universe.
Yeah, I also think
So
that
unfortunately, that's part of it. But
No. Like they changed Dark Phoenix as well because of the Skrulls. They wanted them to show up in Captain Marvel instead, and they also wanted to push Captain Marvel as the first female-led film instead of Dark Phoenix, and they just didn't want that to happen. So they really screwed with Dark Phoenix. Sorry, Andy.
That makes no sense though, because Wonder Woman was already out.
No,
No, for Marvel, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, because Wonder Woman did it first, and then like Marvel had to kind of like, we need a female film like right now because of Wonder Woman, and there you go. That's my hot take, but it's the truth.
Couldn't have been Black Widow, but
don't get me started, please. That's another one.
For Black Widow.
But just piggybacking on what AJ was saying, though, like if it's true that this is Josh Boone's cut, I hope it's everything we wanted it to be, because he was leaning more of like a horror direction and like a more darker take on the mutant universe. So I hope he delivers.
Yeah,
He did say, I'm pretty sure he did say, because I watched a good portion of that live stream. Dude, it's crazy. I think if you asked me a few months ago, I'd say this movie wouldn't get too much traction. But this movie's a meme at this point, to a point where I think it might be able to really succeed whatever it does at this point, just because of how many release dates it's had. And even when they announced August 28th on the panel, underneath the title, it says, "We hope." Like, come on, bro. They're memeing their own selves, I think, to get more publicity, which might sound crazy, but it's working. it really is working. So does anyone have like any final thoughts on the New Mutants?
All I know is that trailer looked badass.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this. Demon Bear looks amazing. I'm just happy that Josh Boone is getting his cut. Much like oh god, now I'm forgetting his name. Logan director.
James Mangold.
James Mangold.
I knew it was a color.
That movie is so goddamn good. I love that.
Yes.
It's one of the few that the X-Men movies from Fox. He got full reign on it. He got his own vision out there. So I'm actually putting New Mutants up on that level.
I hope that's what happens, man.
Yes, AJ. I
go back to that. I go back to that Logan black and white regularly.
It's so good.
So good.
People are pushing for a Snyder cut in black and white, which would be amazing on the
Yes, please.
Oh.
Yes, that'd be sick. That would be sick.
Very cool.
But I don't know, guys. I think we covered a lot. Is there anything else that you guys feel like we didn't touch on enough that deserves a little bit more attention?
Do we think Tenet's coming out?
Well, I actually got a call from.
Yes, I think it is.
Yeah, like I got a call from my.
I think this film's coming out.
It's opening, so I have to go back to work.
I don't think Warner Brothers want to push this movie to next year or VOD. So they're kind of just saying fuck it at this point. I really believe it.
They're so annoying. I can't.
Yeah, Regal's reopening
really
26th, August 26th.
AMC and Cinemax, they're staying closed for right now. For all I think we know, right?
Yeah.
For now, but it could very well be a domino effect.
Dude, I'm just sick of people saying indefinitely and then giving us a release date that's like 2 weeks away. Like, motherfucker, what's indefinite about that? That seems pretty definite. Like, come on. They did that with Tenet. The last promotion was indefinitely. 1 week later, it's coming out in a month. Wow, thanks. Very fucking indefinite.
Can we talk about Chad real quick? His comment about New Mutants going into the MCU.
That's a good comment.
So with that, I actually have a theory. If New Mutants is successful, both in the box office and critical from fans and critics alike, I guarantee you Kevin Feige does have a plan for New Mutants.
Oh, absolutely not.
I will place a bet with you.
No, Feige is very protective of what he's done so far. There's no way he's gonna let anything Fox did into his MCU.
You don't think so? You think he will help this transition to mutant thing?
Nah, AJ, you might further in the future.
AJ, you might be onto something, especially because from the get-go, they said that Deadpool, as we know it, Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool is supposed to appear into the MCU at some point, and Magic is Colossus's sister.
Yes.
So
yeah. I did not know that.
There's a thread there, man.
There's always a thread with Marvel.
Honestly, I can see it going either way.
And Spider-Man took them both down when they had the Phoenix Force. What's up? Sorry, just had to get that in.
You and Spider-Man.
I definitely think it's gonna go either way. I'm down for either one, so it doesn't really bother me. But dude, the film looks fantastic. I really like the horror vibe that he's trying to bring. The smiley face gang is a really cool villain. I think that's what they're calling. I'm pretty sure, right? And yeah, guys.
Unpopular opinion. I was a little underwhelmed by the New Mutant trailer. Just a little underwhelmed, but it might have to do with the fact that it's been delayed so long,
and we've seen so much footage on the film.
A little bit, yeah.
No, but yeah, guys, it's been a long journey to get this live going today. I'll tell you that much. I will tell you that much. But fuck, I think we had a very great conversation with all this JusticeCon, Snyder Cut, and the New Mutants all coming out, guys. I just want to give you guys all a chance. Plug yourself. Where can we find you, Andy?
You can find me on Twitter.
And then Loretto, where can we find you?
Handler is right.
Find me on Twitter at Marcellus Durden, and keep an eye out for the Suit Up podcast. You can find us at Suit Up TPL. And I'm also part of the lovely team that we're all a part of, the Movies Matrix, moviesmatrix.com, and at Movies Matrix on Twitter.
Manda, where can we find you?
I am on Twitter and Instagram and Letterboxd at AMXNDA Reviews, and I also write for www.candidxcinema.com.
And Leo, of course, where can we find you, man?
Guys, come on over to Geekly Goods on Twitter and YouTube. You're going to see me on live streams. It's been a little while, had a little break, but come on by, y'all. And also at Leo Rydell on Twitter and Instagram, and then Geekly Goods on Instagram as well. Thanks for having me tonight, Ryan. It was fun, man.
No problem, guys. I'm really excited when I asked if anyone really wanted to come on. I didn't expect so many people want to come. I'm like, oh, fuck, 6? Man. So I thought it was a really good time to do a stream. And AJ, my awesome co-host, where can we find you, man?
Well, here we go.
Just goes on the list.
AJ Geeks Vibes, always on there. You can find me on Geekly Goods. I always do fan casting on that. Geeks Vibe Nation, I do anime news, comic book reviews, Movie Matrix. You can find me on there. I do the Comic Coliseum, where I put characters against characters, which is awesome, and it takes a lot of time, but I love it, and that's where you can find me. And
guys, to wrap up the show, my name is Ryan, and obviously you know my channel, but what you don't know is my Twitter. My Twitter is, oh man, our things are gone, but oh well, it's at Just Ryan again, or also Bat Nipples, because that's the best name on planet. But I'm also going down the list that AJ went down. You guys can always find me on Geeks Vibe Nation, Movie Matrix, and of course, Geekly Goods with all these fine fellows. And guys, don't forget, if you really want to show support for our first live on StreamYard, don't forget to smack that like button into the next year, because we could all use that right now, peeps. And just want to say I appreciate every single one of you for coming on. I appreciate you guys so much. I love the conversations we have. And guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next stream and next podcast episode. And of course, my next video. Peace, guys.